So music's off, we're ready?
Yep. So this is everybody, and then I'm just gonna do no sound. You can wait.
Okay. You got a poll, but that's okay.
Make sure you show yourself that.
Make sure your phones are on silent.
Doing nice close up of yourself.
Is it already playing, Mark? You got yourself? Okay.
Yep. Okay. Everyone's here?
We have sound though?
Well, I'm gonna edit out the sound. Okay. No, but I'm gonna begin right now. Okay. Hi. My name is Luke Lapointe, as you all know, for those who are watching. Today I'm actually going to talk about the medical cannabinoids, CBD and THC. THC, the name for THC is tetrahydrocannabinol. It's probably the most popular out of the two. It's more of a psychoactive drug.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Is the slang term for this marijuana? Is that what we're talking about?
yes, marijuana. So this is medical marijuana, but I'm using the scientific term medical cannabis or cannabinoids. I'm not specifically talking about the flowers. I'm talking about the oil that's extracted from the flower and the stem. The other, and back to my my statement, the THC affects the brain receptors, and the CBD affects the body receptors. So CBD stands for cannabidiol. Kind of hard to say. This counteracts the psychoactive in the THC. This helps with, it's more of a calming effect, so it helps with multiple sclerosis or MS, stress. It has a calming effect on it, while THC can kind of make people paranoid, maybe a little more anxious than others. Yes.
So what you're saying is when you said the oil from the flowers, are you saying that you can get marijuana not by smoking it?
Yes, so there is different methods to using cannabis or cannabinoids. There is one way to do it is through oil, so through a vape pen. I don't know if you all can see this. Another way you can do it on your body. You can use a rubbing lotion. You can put it on any part in your body, shoulder, elbows, whatever. It helps your joints, your muscles, anything else like that. This is a THC rub. This is a CBD rub. So this one might not have as heavy as effect because it's a lighter feel to it. Like THC is a little heavier, but CBD is proven scientifically to help many people with different disorders. A few of those disorders: epilepsy, Parkinson's, gastrointestinal disorders, mood and behavior disorders, neurological disorders, pain and sleep disorders, and many others. Are there any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, so what is the difference between CBD and THC?
What is the difference?
Yes.
So one is psychoactive and one affects the brain directly. Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah, so one affects the brain.
And one affects the body. So
there's
one is
two different types of chemicals in each one?
yes. So one is both are chemical compounds. Both are extracted from the flower. But one has a calming effect. It's all in the strain. So one has a calming effect, so the CBD has calming effect, while THC more likely will have, a brain effect where you get a little more anxious, more paranoid, but also your brain is a little more, how do I say this, like calm down in a way. While if you take CBD, it helps your body, your joints, your muscles. It's very important to use both because one counteracts the other. So THC uses the brain, CBD uses the body, and if you take them both together, they counteract each other. And that's very important for people with Parkinson's and epilepsy, because with Parkinson's, because they're shaking all the time, CBD can help their body relax, but they have trouble talking. So what they do is they take THC, helps their brain kind of calm down, and it allows them to speak a little better. And with epilepsy, they should only be using CBD because with epilepsy, it's supposed to help the seizures. CBD is more likely to help the seizures.
So with
Even though
epilepsy,
it's a brain thing.
Even though it's a brain thing, but it's neurological. So, but the problem is that you can't stop it. It's not a cure, but it controls it. So when you take CBD, it might not stop your brain from from having a seizure or anything like that, but it will help with the seizure. It will help
Because of the
control
muscle
it.
contraction,
It's a muscle
something
contraction.
The
It'll calm you
CBD
down.
or the THC?
This is the
I
s-
heard THC stops seizures. Like if you're having one, I've seen like nasal spray.
It can. It's just right now it's still being researched. Right now it's not fully 100% proven to help like completely get rid of the seizures. About 50% of them work. Yes.
So they don't counteract; they work together. Counteract would be opposite, but they work.
Yes, but so the
Not
reason I
count-
say counteract is because one is psychoactive and one is not. So CBD
So
has a
one-
calming
usually they
effect.
cancel off each other, like if.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay,
if you
you
take
did mean
CBD
counteract. I
and
thought they work
THC,
together as a team. Okay, got
they
it.
but when they are put together, yes. What I'm saying is when you take THC, you might get anxious, you might get paranoid. But when you take CBD, it might calm you down. And
Got it.
yes.
So got it.
In today's day and age, CBD and THC might not be the most popular choice. In fact, a lot of people are against it, and the reason why only 29 states it's legal, or at least medically. Recreationally, I think 10. Yeah. Actually, but the main point here is 2 out of 3 Americans actually support CBD medically, helping people with the epilepsy, the Parkinson's, and all the other different disorders that it could help. It's amazing to see the changes throughout the decade from when I started smoking medically for my use. I did it because I had body aches. I had trouble sleeping, so I got a medical marijuana card, and it really did help me with my joints because I play hockey a lot.
So the THC, you need a medical marijuana card, but CBD, isn't it legal to go buy? in a
Depends
smoke
on the
shop?
strength. So CBD you can buy anywhere, but it won't be as good as what you would get at a medical dispensary or medical marijuana dispensary. If you get it from a medical marijuana dispensary, it's coming straight from the plant into the the vial or wherever it's going. If you buy it, you can buy CBD on Amazon. I've seen it on Amazon. The problem is it's not as strong. It's really just for dogs.
So the ones in the restaurants that they're adding to teas are not. It's not the strongest one. You know what? You can get CBD in your alcohol now. You know that? If you go to a brewery, you can get CBD in your alcohol.
Yes, you can get CBD in your
But
coffee
that's-
too.
But that's the Amazon, not the Amazon. But that's not the medical dispensary.
It's not.
strength.
It's
the,
not a
I
high
wonder
strength.
how they were doing that. Okay, cool.
They could do it. They could do it legally. There's no problem against it. In fact, CBD is still from the FDA. They're still trying to see where CBD can be illegal, but there's nothing in it it's not affecting anything. It's just calming the brain. It's more of a medical use. So to close out this video and the speech, I just wanted to say a few things. People have been smoking cannabis medically, cannabinoids specifically, for 3,000 years. There has not been a recorded death in the history of using cannabinoids. I really, really would like to see federal regulations be lifted on the medical and recreational side of THC and CBD, so that we can get people who suffer from specific disorders, get them help. People with people going through chemotherapy, they could really use THC to help them with nausea, speed up their metabolism so they can eat. People with epilepsy, giving them CBD and even THC, just to help their brain, but CBD to help with their bodies. And Parkinson's, same thing, just giving them that calming effect that medical cannabinoids have proven to give these people with disorders. Thank you so much, guys.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, absolutely.
So I was born in the 90s. I know they can't see me on the video, but I know my father used to be a child of the 60s, and he smoked a lot of weed. Is this the same weed that they smoked in the 60s, or is this something different?
Well, today, back then they only smoked flower. Today, our
So when
technology.
you say flower, you're not talking about
I'm talking
cooking
about.
flour.
I am talking about the bud. So when
So
they
like a flower, like a plant.
like a plant. That's what it is. But what they're doing today with technology is they're extracting they're secreting the different chemical compounds. Sorry, to make high strain CBD and THC for specific medical use. So they could use it not just to get high, not and it's too bad that like today everyone they kind of abuse like the marijuana part of it. They smoke it, they sell it illegally. I'm trying to tell everyone that to trust the system, and hopefully people will see that medical cannabis is very useful.
One last question.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the lotion. Is there a particular part of the body where it works best?
You can use it on any part of your body. You can use it on your shoulder, your elbow, your chest, whatever. It doesn't matter.
And since you've been so kind as to sit here for your very enlightening presentation, do you have any samples that you're going to be giving us?
Yeah.
It's my pen.
There you go.
Can you rub some lotion on my
Oh, you
mouth?
stink. There you go.
There you go. Good.
Here you go.
There you go. All right, we're
All
all
right,
good.
thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Very well done.